Could you imagine how life would be if standard of measurement was able to be changed as far as length or weight? Could you imagine a yardstick having anything less or more than 36 inches? Or there being less or more than 12 inches in a foot? I mean, how would we deal with things if this summer a pound was 16 ounces, the next summer it was 15? Or maybe, you know, for a certain period of time it's 14 ounces make a pound. I mean, how could you operate by having those types of changes in measurement? I mean, you have to have a standard. That's why we have a standard of measurement. And we have a standard of measuring distance. I mean, how could we possibly say that, you know, right now it's, say, you know, 60 miles from where I live to San Francisco, but next year it's 55. And I haven't moved. So, you know, it seems ludicrous. But it doesn't seem ludicrous for people to think of money in the same way. Money has always been a measurement of weight. That's why you have a lira and a pound and a peso. I mean, all those words mean weight. Money has always been weight. It was defined in the Coinage Act of 1792 as being 371 4/16 grains of fine silver. So, you know, like 0.7734 ounces, a little over 3/4 of an ounce. That was a dollar. It was based off the Spanish milled dollar, pieces of 8, because that's what the colonists were using at the time. And when they came up with, well, what are we going to have for the money? Oh, we use what they're using, because they were being discouraged to have gold and silver by the, you know, by Britain. So they were using the Spanish milled dollar, and that was the dollar. That was, you know, 2 bits is a common phrase. Well, it was 2 pieces of that pieces of 8 was a $1/4. And so that was the standard, the silver standard. That's what silver standard means. We had a standard weight for the money. The reason we're in so many problems now is because that's been changed so many times. Do people even know what a dollar is? How do you define a dollar? You can't define a dollar anymore. I mean, how could you possibly define a dollar when we have a $1.5 quadrillion derivative market? You know, that's underlying this whole fake financial system that we have, that could bring it down at any time. That brought it down in 08. That was one of the main causes that brought it down, was the derivative, the subprime market. It started to implode. And, you know, basically side bets and legalized gambling. You know, when you have something like that, along with the standard measurement continuously being changed over time, you know, under the gold standard, a dollar is 1/35 of an ounce of gold. Well, what's that now? It's 1/1670th of an ounce. I mean, it's totally ludicrous to think of things, you know, the way that they are, because you can't think of them as us having a standard of measurement of money. I mean, the whole thing is just outrageous and stupid. It's just incomprehensible how it could have gotten this way, logically thinking. But, you know, it's quite understandable how we got to where we are. I totally understand that. And when I get home, I'm going to put on the end of this something that I truly believe in, and I'll tell you the source. Probably surprise some of you. And that truly is my main driver and my motivation in doing these videos. My passion comes from these words that I like to quote because it really captures my true passion.